Hey guys, my name is Charlie. In this debate, I'm on the affirmative for digital media communication being a net benefit for politics. My first claim is that the overall net benefits of digital communication outweigh the cons. Moving forward with the technological benefits that digital media has provided us, we become more efficient and effective. Politically, this has led to many benefits, some of those being utilization of free speech, transparency, new perspectives, efficient communication practices, and overall net positive political changes. Digital media has provided many benefits to society that were not even there the day that most of us were born. It's clear that the benefits outweigh the cons. The cons are in the forefront right now, but that doesn't constitute a net negative. We live in an era of digital advancement. We live in an information age. We are seeing a wave of dematerialization occurring across businesses in day-to-day life. Not utilizing these technologies would therefore be net negative in the form of communication standards and political effectiveness for governance, policy implementation, political action, and so forth. To quote Bart Kammertz, author of Social Media and Activism, he is an associate professor and director PhD program at the London School of Economics in the Department of Media and Communication. This was released in 2015. The capacity and speed of the network infrastructure has dramatically increased in most parts of the world, facilitating more possibilities and the experience of immediacy. The internet, from its inception, enabled real-time forms of communication. Web 2.0 broadband infrastructures have increased opportunities for immediate, real-time online interaction. This speaks towards political officials, businesses, and individuals and how they now have the ability to more accurately measure their effectiveness in communication, their messages, and all of this deriving from data analytics tools. Advertisements are being moved to social media, and the landscape is constantly changing to enable that convenience and efficiency. The net benefits this has on communication are also found in your day-to-day. You're given the gift of personal empowerment in your voice and your message. And these digital media tools give you that chance through equal opportunity and typically provide unequal results. One current example I want to use to relate to the activism side of digital media communication. A long time ago, Occupy Wall Street was a big movement after the 2008 crash. It lost in effectively driving the result that everybody wanted. That was part of that movement. But fast forward to this past January, the Wall Street Bets and Reddit crowd, they took on, everyone knew that they took on these hedge funds, but what they really did was they casted a light down on the scare tactics and manipulative practices that Wall Street plays in the market. And Wall Street Bets beat them at their own game. And it serves as a really good real life current example of efficient organization, empowerment, equal opportunity, and effective and strong and powerful digital media communication practices. Politically, when you think of the pros and cons, this also drives home the implementation of new policies. When you find a weakness and your government needs to step in, and it has to deal with the technology, whether that's antitrust issues or anything like the misinformation that Facebook is under fire for right now and they're trying to change, it gives everybody in government a chance to adopt new policies and adapt to the changing times. It conveniently gives state and local and federal bodies the ability to connect with the people and understand their day-to-day. Clay Shirky, who wrote The Political Power of Social Media, who's a professor at NYU, quote, "As the communications landscape gets denser, more complex, and more participatory, network populations gaining greater access to information, more opportunities to engage in public speech, enhance ability to undertake collective action. In the political arena, if protests in Manila were demonstrated, and these were found in loosely coordinated public demand change. It increased freedoms. Technological advancements empower cascading effective change across institutions, and strong societies adapt to the change as a necessity for their success." Eric Schmidt and Jared Cohen in The New Digital Age have a great excerpt. That is, the newfound ability to obtain accurate and verified information online easily in native languages and in endless quantity will usher in an era of critical thinking in societies around the world that have previously been isolated. This provides equal opportunity. This provides advancement and growth in people that once didn't have a voice. It also gives people the ability to learn more, to utilize technology for societal growth and advancement. People are beginning to become more self-aware of this in this revolutionary digital age. Eventually, decentralized organizations like Black Lives Matter have an identity to form, and it eventually transitions into what it is now, a brand, as a commodity. My second claim: the cons are not to be ignored, but they are certainly not to be dismissed. And the net benefit that is obvious of digital media communication brings individuals, society, business, and governments many positive opportunities. The cons go toward the notion of echo chambers, conspiracy theory spreading, misinformation, and the like. On this Pew Research Center article, the positive side of the ledger, the median, 78%, say access to the internet, mobile phones, and social media have made people more informed about current events. When asked about the impact of social media on the broader political process, majorities say they have increased the ability for ordinary citizens to take part in the political process. The problems occur everywhere. The cons occur everywhere. But these, again, like I said earlier, give political leaders a chance to adapt policy and provide avenues for the enhancing and innovative technologies to continue to make our lives better and easier. It's clearly no secret that technology is the reason for so much societal advancement. My last source is also a Pew Research article by Emily Vogels and Janet Anderson. An excerpt of this states that a majority of leaders in technology predict that more digital innovation by 2030 is aimed at enhancing democracy. Essentially, the headlines of this are that these innovations basically lay out the fact that tech is just a tool and that technology causes problems, but it doesn't make the situation worse. Tech is just a tool. Social media, YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it, it comes down to the individual. If you're spreading conspiracy theories, or if you only want to hear what you believe, and you don't want to hear anything contradicting, and you don't want to use your time wisely, all this comes down to the individual. It doesn't mean that technology is making the world worse. It would be the same argument that fast food is to blame for diabetes or the obesity epidemic in America. Tech is just a tool, and it's a tool that has made society much better. Thank you very much, and thank you for listening to this discussion.